No one is perfect, and I mess things up when I get in my feelings. Yes, because women, they don't want to feel smothered. They don't want to. They don't want to deal with drama all the time. So if you're an anxious attacher like I am, I still am, and I'm recovering. I really have to be mindful of my triggers. What's going on, my beautiful people? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the anxious attachment style and how they function in romantic relationships. Right now, I am offering big discounts to my new customers and returning customers during this national quarantine, because I know how important it is to work on your mental health and self-improvement throughout this time where we're mandated to be isolated. If you want my help, please reach out to me through my website, www.fruitfulseeds, with a Z at the end.com, or subscribe to my YouTube channel where I constantly release new material, content for you guys so you can work on yourselves and also help understand yourselves a little bit better. This topic was brought about from one of the comments that I read, and I told that person that I would provide a video reply for their comment. As you know, I am a anxious attacher in recovery myself, so I know how anxious attachers work in romantic relationships, throughout breakups, throughout divorces, throughout self-improvement, and how they interact with their friends even. So I have a little bit of insight on that, and I've also really studied attachment styles and how they originate from our childhoods, how they develop, which is usually through the ages 0 through 4 is what I learned. 0 to 4 is when our attachment styles are really formed. We tend to find spouses that reflect the level of care and love that we were given throughout our childhood. And unfortunately, a lot of those styles end up being unhealthy attachment styles. They're either avoidant or they're anxious, apologize. And we can change those attachment styles. We don't have to live with those attachment styles for the rest of our lives. Through self-improvement, through a lot of self-reflection, and meeting somebody actually that has a secure attachment style that will actually help bring us more centered and help make us more secure, because they're not driving home those negative attachments that we had as kids or throughout the unhealthy relationships that we were in. To comment though, I'm gonna get to that. All right. I can't lie. I get attached and I get in my feelings when I see red flags. And forget, no woman is perfect. I don't know why I forget that no one is perfect, and I mess things up when I get in my feelings. Shake my head. What you tend to perceive as an anxious attacher, what you pretend or perceive as red flags, those aren't necessarily red flags sometimes. They're just actually healthy relationship characteristics that we feel are red flags. As an example, we text somebody and they don't reply to our text right away. We automatically think that we done something wrong. We were out of line. They're upset with us. We don't think of the fact that they just generally be busy, may not feel like talking at the moment, or just maybe in a bad mood, you know? And it's hard for anxious attachers to understand it, because we are so, we take things so personally, and we get in our feelings so hard because we love hard and we feel hard. And that's just something that was developed from our childhood, because we thought we were going to be abandoned all the time when we didn't get our needs met. So when that happens in a romantic relationship, we have the tendency to relive those experiences over and over and over again, because Not only did it happen in a relationship, our relationship with our parents or our primary caregiver, but possibly in your previous relationships where you may have attached to somebody, because what anxious attachers do is we I don't know if it's like our vibration that we put out there, but we tend to attract dismissive avoidance because that is the type of love and care that we were given when we were younger. Or and that's not something that's a bad thing. That's not something that we are trying to I'm trying to beat up on your parents about or whoever raised you, because a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. So the level of care that you were given, you're going to naturally take that into your parenthood. So, and a lot of times we're passing down these unhealthy parenting styles or attachment styles to our generations, our offspring. So I'm not trying to beat them up. It's just something that it's just a byproduct of how it happens. Um, I'm going off on a rant here. Sorry. No one is perfect, and I mess things up when I get in my feelings. Yes, because women, they don't want to feel smothered. They don't want to. They don't want to deal with drama all the time. So if you're an anxious attacher like I am, I still am, and I'm recovering. I really have to be mindful of my triggers, and when I'm getting myself worked up over something that isn't worth getting worked up about. Because a secure and a healthy attachment style, they're okay with not hearing from you and not getting worked up from not getting a reply. Um, I just don't want to get hurt or be stupid. Yeah, I used to feel that a lot. Um, if a text message was, if I was be sitting with my ex-wife or ex-girlfriends, they'll get a text message, and they may start smiling at it or uh, being more present in the conversation that they're having on their cell phone compared to being in my presence. And I would get worked up and get bent out of shape. I would start accusing, because that's what anxious attachers do. Like, we're constantly on the prowl to look for um, infidelity or somebody's opportunity to abandon us and leave us for somebody that's better than us, because deep down, our core wounds, we're feeling like we're not worthy of love, we're not worthy of somebody's affection and long-term relationship. So we're always on the prowl for that, and a lot of times it's just made up stories in our own brain. It's like our brain misfiring and just feeding us things that anxious people are fed. People that deal with anxiety, they have to literally take meds because their anxiety is so overwhelming and just constantly misfiring with thinking errors that they can't function like a normal human being. So they have to take meds for it. And that's no different in an anxious attachment's mind. We're constantly on a lookout for just stories that we make up in our own head, and it's something that can be overcame. It's something that you can learn to fix over time. On to the comment again. Um, I just don't want to get hurt or be stupid, and that's true. A lot of times we feel like we're being stupid when we ignore those things that were red flags in our mind. But a lot of times it's just there's nothing. It's nothing going on. Um, I'm still learning, and even if it is something going on, that's not our problem to fix. We're not going to stop somebody from cheating. We're not going to stop somebody from being, from infidelity. So why even get bent out of shape? Because sooner or later it's going to come to light, and then it's up to you to make the decision whether to stay or to leave. I just want to learn. I'm still learning, growing, and understanding how women work. When things are going well, I try to drive the car myself. Something that doesn't go my way, I'd like to know what that means. I need a little bit of further information on that. Driving a car yourself. I don't know if you're like talking about you're trying to control things, which is women like when a man can take control of a relationship and direct it to where it should go, as far as like spirituality, setting dates, even parenting, handling the finances. They do like that. But if you're talking like you're being controlling, as in telling them what they can't do, like unhealthy things, like who you can't talk to, because anxious attachers can do that. We tend to have a tendency to tell a person what to do, what to wear, where to go, because deep down we're feeling like we're losing the person that adores us so much. So we want to make sure that we're going to be constantly in control. Um, so I'm interested in knowing a little bit about what that's all about. I get in my feelings and hit a wall. Yeah, you will hit a wall. And then when you hit a wall, as anxious attachers, what we tend to do is self-sabotage the relationship by either blowing up at the person and pushing them away because we fear that they're going to leave us in the first place. So we'll sabotage, and um, we'll even do things where we'll hurt that person first. We'll do something to hurt them first because we don't want to be the one looking stupid, like you say, or like the writing was there all along. And I should have caught on to that. Like we'll check cell phones, we'll check cell phone records, drive by houses, which is really, really anxious attachment style things to do, and it's unhealthy. So in order not to look stupid, we'll do those things I just previously mentioned because we want to be like, aha, I knew it. I knew I wasn't worthy for your love. I knew you want to find somebody better than us. And I say us and we because I'm a recovering anxious attacher and I'm working more towards to be secure. Um, every day I'm learning, and the hard way, but I'm learning. Yeah, we're gonna learn the hard way because that's the only way we can learn. I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and we've been deemed love addicts. That's our coin term, is love addicts, and any addict um, has to learn better skills, their triggers, how to cope with them, how to identify them, and how to move forward after that. Um, so if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website, www.fruitfulseeds, with Z at the end.com, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Coach Courtney Gatlin, excuse me. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I am Coach Court. I appreciate you guys always supporting me and listening and watching me rant and teach you what I'm learning. And as always, I love you.